Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk about a few different things very quickly, briefly going over an explanation of Item System 2.0, the Room System, Object Container Streaming, and again very quickly the MegaMap. Item System 2.0 is the item refactor and creation of individual contained items for Star Citizen that is lightweight and efficient resource-wise, as well as being having greater control over the itemization on the back end. It gives them easy control of items from stats to power consumption, heat generation, and that sort of stuff, but also what an item can do in terms of physicalization, how people can interface or interact with it, how can it be changed, is it enabled, static, rigid, ragdoll. Items can be pretty much anything you can think of that has some form of function or use. So weapons, armor, helmets, clothing, ship systems, doors, seats, ladders. Ships are basically a collection of items and ports. Some items will interact with ports, like in your hangar, or even hardpoints on the ships. They allow you to place specific items on those ports. Some items might have ports of their own, so you can have items that are connected or part of items that also have their own ports in some sort of item portception. The system allows for a huge amount of customization of ships and characters, each having their own contained stats and values, which can be individually changed. Eventually, this will allow for a lot more customization, a huge amount of decision making when thinking about components and loadouts. These items can communicate with each other if connected. There's a pipe system as well that literally connects items together through some form of medium. This medium can be a data line, power line, heat pipe or similar. On ships, this comes in the form of coolers taking heat from weapons or systems, or power going to them, for example. This also allows for an in-depth damage and repair system where these pipes can be damaged or disrupted, and functionality needs to be just won't work until it's been rerouted or repaired. And this is a big part of especially multi-crew ships, where you'll need to make decisions on what to repair and how to act during combat, not just about how your ship's engaging in combat, but what the repair teams are doing. Are you running around as an engineer trying to repair things, put in different fuses? The item system, once complete, will allow for a lot of customization and a lot more for Star Citizen. And pretty much, as I said, everything that you can think of that has some form of function, or is wearable, or is usable, is an item. The room system will handle various volumes, pressures, atmospheres, environmental effects, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and anything else that you can think of that you can put on a volume within a defined space. Airlocks in Star Citizen are currently faked, for example. They have an area of kill around them if you don't have a spacesuit on. But the room system will not fake suffocation. The room system allows for two different areas to have different states while being separated by doors, walls, or airlocks or whatever, but also allows these states to change when they become connected. Open a door and the pressure will normalise between two areas. Explosive decompressions and oxygen being sucked out of room can happen if you open a door to space or blow open a window, for example. And life support systems, because of this, will have a genuine use to produce oxygen and remove undesirable environmental hazards. There may be switches and interfaces on doors between rooms that you might blow up or interact with, or that sort of stuff. These are examples of items from the Item System 2.0 interacting with the room system. Literally door switches, the actual doors between them, the airlocks, the actual doors on the airlock. That is an item. Object container streaming. So object containers are areas, levels, stations, outposts, buildings, or ships that get loaded in and then are treated as object containers. Areas can be split up into more than one object container and then streamed in or out based on what is required in the memory. So seamless transitions between areas in Star Citizen with no loading times are essential to its gameplay. Object container streaming is incredibly important to that. It allows them to have highly detailed areas and objects without sacrificing performance, and allows a range of PCs to also get involved in this once optimized. The idea being that it streams the objects in an area that are relevant to you in an optimized fashion. Containers will have varying levels of detail too, based on the distance they are away from you and any other parameters that they might want to set for that particular area. In fact, object containers will be used for huge things like planets too, if they want, as well as individual outposts on the planet's surfaces and points of interest. They're going to be their own object containers too, those points of interest and outposts. But a hangar in a capital ship could be an object container, as well as the whole capital ship could be an object container as well. The object containers are more than just optimization for visuals and memory loading in and out. Object containers can have their own unique physics grids too that coexist within one another. So think of a Retaliator inside a Bengal carrier. They both have their own kind of physics grids. So if the Retaliator was upside down in the Bengal carrier, you'd still be attached to the Retaliator's physics grids, if you see what I mean. AI will navigate object containers via navigation messages placed within them as well, so they're going to be aware of what's inside and outside of a particular object container in regards to movement and cover. Squadron 42's missions and chapters are going to be optimized by splitting all the chapters up into logical object containers using this system as well. And it just makes sense. All of this is an aid of optimization and speed and not needing to preload and seamless transitions between everything. But an object container can contain many items, various system rooms, with varying pressures and contents and all that sort of stuff as well. You might have heard of the term MegaMap. It's being talked about a lot. We've got the single-player MegaMap in 2.6.1, we're getting the multiplayer MegaMap in 2.6.2, but the MegaMap is a fundamental change to the Lumberyard engine that Star Citizen has made, and actually loads in a very small map, but also the framework for items, object containers, and everything else to be streamed in around you or near you when needed. The idea here is to eliminate preload times, and that's what we're talking about really when we're talking about transition times and we're talking about all that seamless nature. It's the preload that you're trying to eliminate there. You're going to have stuff loading in, but it's going to be loading into it's going to be loading into RAM, it's going to be loading into your VRAM and all that sort of stuff. The idea here with the MegaMap is that you never need to preload in another map. You just need to load in this one map, and then everything else can be streamed in around you. Whatever game mode you're in, whatever area you're in, if you move between ships, all that sort of stuff will be eventually streamed in. All of these systems and optimizations are essential for what Star Citizen wants to be and what it's trying to do. A seamless, massively multiplayer space sim with a large choice of customization from your character to your ship, and even if you want to be on this massive capital ship that would traditionally be multiple levels in an FPS game, the idea is that it will stream in what you need visually and what you need there, and then communicate between all these objects and all these items so that you're getting the full gameplay of that ship without needing to stream all of it in, not having to load this entire level in. Anyway guys, I hope that was informative. Please remember commenting on any of my videos each month gives you a chance to win a ship. For February, that's an Avenger Titan. So please tell me if there's any mechanics or systems that you would like me to do a detailed or quick look at, or even if you've got any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, as it really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.